Alright, today I'm going to be doing a termite treatment to my house. I'm going to be doing it with this product right here, Taurus SC. And what this is a termiticide that sinks underground into the soil. So when termites tunnel into the house, they come in contact with this and it wipes them out. So the first thing that we want to do before we start applying it is getting prepared. And one of the things you're going to need is a 5-gallon bucket, because we're going to be applying this in 4-gallon batches. The other thing you're going to want to do before you start mixing any of this and get your bucket together is put on some safety equipment. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, so I got some gloves, a mask, a hat for the sun, my pants are treated, and a long sleeve shirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out to the 0.08, and that's going to be the level I'm going to measure into my 5-gallon bucket to mix in. Okay, we can see the fluid is up to the 0.08, and now I'm going to dump this section in. Now I can mix this up until it's a white, milky consistency. So with 4 gallons, we're going to apply this into 10 feet of perimeter around the house. And to do that, we're going to need to dig a trench. As you can see, I've started right here. That's about 6 inches down and 10 feet long. And to help make sure I got 10 feet long, I have this conduit pipe right here. It's 10 feet long. And that lets me know how long my trench needs to be. Alright, my trench is dug. So now I'm going to apply my first 10-foot section of treatment. Just need to let that soak in. All right, now I'm going to push the dirt back over our area here. Fill this area back in. And now I'm going to come back with a sprayer with the same liquid in it, and we're going to soak this top level as well.
And after we're done with one 10-foot section, we'll move down the line of the house and then treat the next 10-foot section. And then we'll continue this until we've treated the entire perimeter of the house. As we're spraying our top level of dirt, we also want to spray the foundation and around any windows.
So right here we come to a difficult spot where the driveway meets the garage. In my case, I don't have to worry because the part connecting the garage to the driveway has actually already rotted away, crumbled away I should say. It's all dirt under here. This is just flexible rubber that I have on top of here. So I can peel this back and get right in between there and continue my treatments right in between here. Now, if I didn't have this, what some professionals will do is drill holes every foot into the driveway and pour some treatment into there. Now I actually don't want to do any drilling, so I'm going to avoid that any way that I can.
All around the house, we want to follow the same steps of measuring out 10 feet of perimeter, digging a 10-foot perimeter length of trench, filling in the trench with treatment, backfilling the trench with dirt after the treatment is soaked in, and then spraying the top level dirt, the foundation, and around any windows.
So here we come to another difficult section. We have concrete right here. There's not any room to build a dirt trench. But in my case, I have a crawl space that starts right around here. So I can crawl under the crawl space, dig a trench underneath, and pour my treatment in the dirt in the crawl space, which is what I'm going to do.
Before jumping into the crawl space, I will treat all around the concrete, even going 3 feet up and away from the house.
All right, it's time for me to crawl into the crawl space. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bucket of water, and it's just pure water. I don't want a mixture jumping and spilling around as I'm crawling down in the crawl space. I'm going to mix it once I'm down there. The next thing is I'm going to take our chemical, and I'm going to take our sprayer. And the final thing I'm going to take down is a little hand tool to dig a trench for the area I missed around the perimeter. Okay. We are now in the crawl space. We got our bucket of water. We got our mixture. And I'm just going to do the mixing right in here. It's all gravel down here, so there's not much of a trench, but I already did the best that I could. And now we're going to pour it over this section. All right, also while I'm down here, I've got my spray bottle. So I'm going to go around and spray down these walls all in the crawl space.
One of the last difficult areas that I didn't get a chance to do when I was on the surface was where the house meets my patio.
So over here is where we have the patio meeting the wall. There's not a trench right here. Now what some professionals would do is they drill holes every foot, even in this. I'm not going to do this. I just laid this. I want to keep this as it is. So I'm just going to spray the side here. I'm going to dump a bunch of the treatment and let it seep into the grout lines. It'll help a little bit, but in reality, I'm going to have to understand it's not going to be a perfect treatment up against this part. I'm going to have to monitor this section of the wall. I'm going to spray down as much as this patio as I can, and that's going to be my workaround to prevent drilling getting deep in. So pour some on top, hope some of it seeps in, spray down, and then spray the surface.
Okay, so now I'm going to pour some of this on the patio. I hope it seeps in some of the gaps here. Very slowly though. Alright, now I'm going to mist down the patio with the chemical.
And that's it for the patio. The only thing left is to continue around the rest of the perimeter of the house.